What's up, everybody? What's going on? I hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. I know I am, because tonight is the Royal Frickin' Rumble, which is taking place in the Thunder Frickin' Dome, and starting the road to frickin' WrestleMania 37, which is going to be happening at the Tampa frickin' Bay Stadium in Tampa frickin' Florida. And yes, I am super duper excited about this event happening tonight. Now, unfortunately though, at the time of me filming this, it is the Thursday before the Royal Rumble. So, unfortunately, I do not know any last minute matches that's going to be booked on the Go Home episode of SmackDown. So right now we're just going to ramble about what we do know about, okay? And trust me, we are not lacking anything as far as stuff to talk about goes. There was a lot to unpack from the Royal Rumble matches themselves. So we'll get to that when we get there, okay? But first things first, let's go ahead and ramble about some of the other matches, okay? Okay? Alright. First up, the Women's Tag Team Championships are going to get defended, courtesy of the Raw Women's Champion Asuka and Charlotte Flair, as they take on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Alright, now in my honest opinion, as of late, the Women's Tag Team Champions, Asuka and Charlotte, they haven't really been acting as a team that much. Charlotte, she's currently in the midst of a rivalry with Charlotte Flair and her own father. Woo! And Asuka, I'm not sure if that angle with Alexa Bliss is finished just yet or not. I have a good feeling that it is. But anyway, it seems like since Asuka and Charlotte, since they've become the Women's Tag Team Champions, they've just been doing their own things as single superstars. Alright, and there's nothing wrong with that though. I'm just saying that, like, if you're gonna be the Tag Team Champions, you gotta, like, be a team more often, and I have been sensing that, okay? I mean, yeah, they did have that match with the Riot Squad not too long ago, but still, that was only like one example. So it wouldn't hurt anything to see Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler get those championship belts back. Alright, next up, we got a last man standing for the Universal Championship as Roman Reigns defends against Kevin Owens. This rivalry has lasted a long time. A long time indeed. And I'm kind of disappointed though that I did not get to see Adam Pearce compete. Man. But look, at this point I can't see any reason why Roman Reigns wouldn't take that belt into WrestleMania with him. I mean, yeah, I'd love it if Kevin Owens wins, but come on. He's already lost twice already, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry, Roman Reigns, he's gotta walk away with the W on this one. Alright, next up, we got the WWE Championship getting defended by Drew McIntyre, who takes on Bill Goldberg. Ugh. 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 Mm. Okay, look, on paper, from what everybody sees, Drew McIntyre is better than Goldberg. Okay, it's just obvious. Goldberg is just a powerhouse, that's it. Drew McIntyre, I think he's a little bit bigger than Goldberg in a way. He's a lot more agile, he's a lot more faster than Goldberg. I want to say Drew McIntyre is tougher than Goldberg in any way you try to write it down. Alright, and Drew, he has a lot left in his tank. More than Goldberg ever will at this point in his career. But right now, I don't want to fathom the fact that Goldberg can beat Drew McIntyre. I do not want to put that into the universe. I really need to see Drew McIntyre win this match. Please. I am begging you. Do not let Drew McIntyre lose this match. The only thing, or the only scenario I can think of about Goldberg winning this match is if The Miz cashes in successfully. If Goldberg wins, I need to see The Miz cash in successfully. I don't want him to squander that cash in. The Miz is going to be the only thing that can save this match if Goldberg wins. If Goldberg wins, I hate to say it, The Miz, he needs to save us. Okay? Please. Alright, now, moving on to the actual Royal Rumble matches themselves. First up, let me go ahead and discuss the Women's Royal Rumble. And before I go ahead and talk about who I'm going to be seeing win this match, who might be popping up in it? I have high doubts, but maybe Becky Lynch might be making a return. I doubt it though. I really have my doubts on Becky Lynch though. I would be shocked though. I'd be shocked, but I'm not holding my breath. And the other person that I definitely am expecting a lot more than Becky Lynch is Taya Valkyrie to make her WWE debut. For those of you that don't know, Taya Valkyrie is John Morrison's wife. And the last time she has been seen on Impact, she was getting arrested for allegedly spraying Larry D with that ring rust perfume, or that ring rust cologne, to turn him into Lawrence, thus making him shoot Johnny Bravo. And as Taya Valkyrie was getting arrested, Tommy Dreamer said that she was going to Stanford. So I really hope that was planting a seed for something definite coming up tonight in this Royal Rumble. Alright, if Taya Valkyrie shows up, I'm going to be really happy if she sticks around and especially stays on the Raw roster. Alright, now on to the top 5 picks who I may be considering to win this Rumble. Now, I'm not going to have much detail about why I'm picking these people, but I'm going to try my best. Alright, number 5, Rhea Ripley. Last year, Rhea Ripley made history for WrestleMania as being the only person to defend their NXT championship, or their NXT branded championship, on the WrestleMania card. Last year, Charlotte had the choice. She could either A, pick up the Raw Women's Championship, or B, pick up the SmackDown Women's Championship. Here comes Rhea with the NXT Women's Championship, and Charlotte's like, I'm gonna pick that one. So you know what? I want to see Rhea Ripley win this Royal Rumble. That might be pretty cool. Alright, number 4, another idea I had, is Billie Kay. Only because that would be a very big shock factor. Nobody would see it coming. For a few months now, Billie Kay, since splitting up with the Iconics, she's kind of been acting like the struggling actress in a way. She needs to find her footing somewhere, and it's just not working good. So, to boost her self-esteem and to boost her credibility, if Billie Kay wins this Royal Rumble match, it would be very shocking to say the least. Number 3, Nikki Cross, only because I haven't seen her in a while. I miss Nikki Cross. Yeah, if Nikki Cross wins, I'm gonna be happy. Number 2, Lana. Now, I know as soon as I said that, a lot of people out there are probably laughing about it, but since this past, I want to say fall? Yeah, I think it was fall. When Lana was getting that push, you know, falling through all those announce tables and everything, Lana was getting a push. She was actually making me believe that I could get behind her and root for her to win. But all that push was for nothing when Charlotte replaced her in teaming with Asuka. So, at the moment, I would like to see Lana come back and win the Royal Rumble. Nobody would expect it. Alright, and the number 1 pick, my number 1 pick for who might be winning this Royal Rumble is Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, she has been on fire this past year. I've even been hearing things that she may be the female version of Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. And I can't deny that fact. I can't. I can't deny that opinion. So Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks at WrestleMania, sign me up. I definitely want to see that one. Alright, now, moving on to the men's Royal Rumble. Now, I've been reading here and there that possibly there might be a scary Royal Rumble finish. The last pay-per-view, WWE TLC, scary finish with that one, with seeing The Fiend get burned alive. So with that being said, I'm imagining The Fiend showing up for this scary finish. But the scariest finish that I can think about is somehow or another Goldberg wins this match. There's been plenty of times in the past that I can remember seeing a challenger lose a championship match and then enter into the Royal Rumble match the same night. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. So I'm just hoping Goldberg doesn't win this match. Knock on wood. But yeah, as far as returns go, yes, The Fiend is definitely up there for a return, especially if he goes after Randy Orton in the match. If seeing Randy Orton get burned alive, I'm not sure if he's going to be medically cleared or not to actually be in the Royal Rumble match itself. But I believe that if Randy Orton actually is in this Royal Rumble match, then you can definitely expect to see The Fiend in it as well. Alright, but I'm also hoping to see Samoa Joe get back in the ring. Yeah, I really want to see Samoa Joe back in there. I need to see him back in the ring again very, very soon. Sooner rather than later. I'm hoping to see Carlito make a return. Weeks ago when they did that Raw Legends night, Carlito was promoted or advertised to be there, yet he didn't show up. And everybody knows that I'm part of this Facebook group called Useless, Unsuccessful, and or Unpopular Wrestling Memes. And this month, they've been making Carlito a very popular meme template. They've been using Carlito for a lot of memes. So, it would be very cool if Carlito shows up for this. Wade Barrett. I know Bad News Barrett, he just came back to NXT. He was joining the NXT commentary team. I'm not quite sure why exactly he retired, or what was happening with that, but I wouldn't be mad to see Bad News Barrett show back up in this Royal Rumble. Alright, I really missed the JBL and Cole show. That thing was awesome. And the last person I'm hoping that might make a return is Eric Rowan. Yeah, Eric Rowan. When Brody Lee passed away, and WWE did that tribute special for him, courtesy of New Day's Feel the Power podcast. They had Eric Rowan on that stream with Xavier Woods. For whatever reason, this past spring when all those superstars got released, and Eric Rowan was one of them, I'm not sure what the individual reasons were behind releasing every single one of those talents, but I'm hoping that they was able to reach back out to Eric Rowan and convince him to be able to re-sign in loving memory of Luke Harper. So I hope to do see Eric Rowan in this match. Alright, and now on to my Royal Rumble picks. Alright. Who I'm thinking is going to win. Now, I actually have 7 picks for this match as far as winner goes, but the last 2, they're only circumstantial, so one of them is a very exaggerated joke, I think, but the other one is circumstantial, so it all depends on the circumstances. Alright, but for the normal countdown. Number 5, Brock Lesnar. I've been reading things here and there about Brock Lesnar possibly returning, and I've been reading way too much about it. But I still have my doubts. If Brock Lesnar is going to be in this match, he's just going to be in it. If anything, I hope it's going to be to set up something with Bobby Lashley. I'm hoping so. I also heard that if Brock Lesnar comes back, he's going to be trying to be a babyface, maybe. Possibly give back. So, I wouldn't mind seeing Brock Lesnar come back, but I highly doubt he's actually going to win it. Alright, number 4, Daniel Bryan. At this stage in his career, I think Daniel Bryan is definitely owed another big WrestleMania moment. And besides, Big Dog versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, they have history dating back years. I remember when the Shield was running roughshod on SmackDown, harassing Ryback and Team Hell No. I remember one moment specifically where Daniel Bryan was on fire. He was trying to convince people that he definitely wasn't the weak link. And he fended off the Shield by himself. Like, he got a major spark of, holy crap, I can do this, yes, 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 I can do this. And he just went out there and he kicked all of their behinds. But, yeah, seeing Daniel Bryan getting beat down by Jey Uso, that could definitely set something up. So, I wouldn't mind seeing Daniel Bryan win this Royal Rumble match. He needs it. Alright, number 3. Sheamus. They have been building up this friendship between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre a lot, and I don't know why people are hating on Sheamus. Yeah, Sheamus is pretty cool. He's been cool for years. He's already won a Royal Rumble match before, and unfortunately though, I don't know why, but Sheamus is getting very underrated. Sheamus is getting overlooked. Like, his accomplishments are getting overlooked. And I don't know why people were hating on his Money in the Bank reign back about 5 years ago. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre again. Those two could brawl it out, and I'd be happy seeing that slugfest. Alright, number 2, Cesaro. Cesaro had me believing that he could win the Royal Rumble too because of my number 1 pick, and that's Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know what it was, but they did Shinsuke dirty. They did him dirty. Very dirty indeed. Shinsuke, he was getting that major push in that gauntlet match, just like Kofi Kingston was in that gauntlet match 2 years ago. Shinsuke was doing awesome in that gauntlet match, only to lose to Adam Pearce, who would only get replaced by Kevin Owens. But look, Shinsuke, he's getting his groove back. Shinsuke, he needs to get his groove back while this momentum's still going. And when I was watching that Superstar Spectacle, I noticed something. Shinsuke Nakamura, he wasn't coming out to that lyrical version of his theme song. He was coming back out to that original version of his theme song. And right now, Shinsuke and Cesaro, even though they're still technically a team, they've been doing their own thing. They've been going their own routes. So, I'd be very happy if Shinsuke Nakamura wins this match. Alright, now for my final 2 bonus ideas. Now this next pick, all 5 of my ideas, all 5 of my picks to win this Royal Rumble match will be Forsaken. If only one person shows up in this Royal Rumble, and that's The Rock. Why? Because me, like a whole bunch of other members of the WWE Universe, wants to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So, I hate to say this, but screw you Lesnar, screw you Daniel, screw you Sheamus, screw you Cesaro, screw you Shinsuke. If The Rock shows up in this Royal Rumble, he's got to win it. He needs to win it just so he can face Roman Reigns. Alright, and now for my final one, the circumstantial one, is John Morrison. I've been happy to see John Morrison's career get launched into the stratosphere since he left WWE. Lucha Underground champion, Impact Wrestling champion. The only reason why I would want to see John Morrison win this match is if The Miz cashes in on Goldberg successfully, or Drew McIntyre successfully, and if Taya Valkyrie shows up the same night. So, I'm just imagining it right now. If everything goes according to plan, the same night that John Morrison wins the Royal Rumble, Taya Valkyrie shows up in the Women's Royal Rumble. The Miz cashes in. John Morrison wins the Royal Rumble. John Morrison versus The Miz, WrestleMania 37. Then John Morrison wins that match too. It's perfect. It is perfect. Can we do that, please? Huh? Can we? But yeah, that's been my ramblings about this Royal Rumble event. I hope all of you will enjoy the show happening tonight. And until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah! I'm out.